Can you give us a clearer understanding? I mean, the title of the book is very unusual, but then again, I mean,
okay, I understand.
Who thought, first of all, did you or your publisher decide on the title of the book?
I had decided on the title.
Okay.
Because, see, at first I was going to call the title "Most Things Are Viewed as Feminine, Very Few Masculine." But then there was many times, more than one day, I'm thinking in my mind, man, people act like two women are opposite sex. Later, another day, the same thought with my mind. People act like two women are opposite sex. After so many days, so many times, that same thought going to my mind, it finally clicked in my mind. I said, hold it. That's what I should call the story. So this is what people are acting like. When the men are being discriminated against, I see people are accepting the women like they're opposite sex. You know.
Now, explain that so that the audience understands. Are you saying that the community looks at, one woman from a feminine standpoint and the other woman from a masculine standpoint? Because opposite sex means male-female.
Right. When I see people rejecting the men, I realize it's because they both have a penis, so since they're the same sex, that's why they be rejected. But to me, when I see people accepting two women, it's like people are acting like only one of those women has a vagina, the other woman has a penis. People are acting like they're opposite sex. And since people are acting like they're opposite sex, that's why I gave the story that title.
Now, was this your first book?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Tell us about what it was like trying to write, a book, because I don't think the audience has any idea what goes into, writing a book.
For one, my experience, it did take sacrifice, because there was times I wanted to hang out with my friends, but I told myself, no, I got a story to work on. I want to become a full-time author. I got a story to work on. The second thing that I've noticed, you got to make sure you can get your mind focused into the story, because what you want to write in the story, the scenes that you want to have, you're not going to think of all those things all at one time. There are times I felt tired trying to think, what I want to write in the story. So when I take a break, maybe I'm done for the day. But when I come back tomorrow, I got to think about where was I at in the story, what was going on. So I had to go back and maybe read like the last 2 pages, just think about what was going on in the story. That way I can know where I wanted to carry it to. The way I did mine, the scenes that I wanted, say for example, the first 15 scenes, I didn't think of every scene all at one time. On paper, I'm writing, okay, on this sheet of paper, I want this scene. Another sheet of paper, I want this scene. There's another sheet of paper, I want this scene.
Right.
After I get up to around 15 scenes, then I started putting the pages in sequence. I want this scene first, then this scene next, and then this scene last. And after I got it all in sequence as the way I wanted to do them, then in my mind, I'm picturing what my characters are doing, how they're doing it, what they're saying, and how they're saying it. And then I would handwrite that,
Right.
After I handwrite it, then I would type it into the computer, and that's how I created the story. When people say, boy, I couldn't think of this much all at one time, I'm telling them, I did not think of all that all at one time. Over time, I thought about more and more that I wanted to add in. Plus, as I'm creating the story, one scene will give you an idea for another scene. That's how I did it.
How long did it take you to write this?
It took me around 2.5 years.
Okay, and it's my understanding it's 280 pages?
280 pages, yes.
Okay. Think about that in terms of over a 2.5 year period. I'm curious, who is the audience that you're trying to reach with your book, and why?
I would like to reach all, but I know it's mostly going to reach, the gay community. I want to reach all, but I know it's mostly going to reach the gay community, the gay and men.
Why?
Because this is focusing on what the discrimination that men deal with. Some straight men, but mostly gay men.
And explain what you mean.
It's focusing on the discrimination that I see men dealing with. Straight men, but mostly gay men.
Okay, and if I'm understanding correctly, you're saying that gay women are less likely to be discriminated against versus gay men?
Correct. You have times where a woman could be gay, but because she's a woman, most people accept the women. Most people reject the men. A woman could be gay, but if she calls another woman her girlfriend, society is not going to take it as gay partner. Society is going to take it as female friend.
Right.
A straight man, he's straight, but if he calls his male friends my boyfriend, they're not going to take that as straight. They're going to take it as gay. That's why I'm saying the females are more accepted than the males.
Okay, we have to take a commercial break. That went quickly.
Okay.
Please stick with us. Marcus is going to share with us more in regards to his book and the messages that he's trying to convey in terms of some of the cultural issues that the LGBTQ community faces, as well as the fact that there are certain kinds of words and other things that create, people to react in a particular way. So don't go away, we'll be right back. Welcome back to New Perspectives on RVN Television. We have a completely different approach today in regards to we're interviewing the author Marcus Westfall with his book called Two Women Are Sex Opposites, and it deals with both the perception and some of the issues that the LGBTQ community faces, and that it actually goes sometimes beyond just the LGBTQ community in regards to there are words that sometimes create a impression, whether it's false or not, in the minds of people. So, Marcus, coming back, you were explaining to us, the fact that what you're trying to do is send a message, and I think what you're hoping is that people will become more open-minded and begin some cultural change.
Mm-hmm. Yes. What I was talking about there, I feel like just like women are allowed to wear pants. Years ago when pants were first created, they were created as a man's garment.
Right.
But women wanted to be able to wear the same garment that the man wears. Okay. It took work and it took some time. But look how it has changed today. Today, women are allowed to wear pants. Okay, I feel like if the custom can change to let women wear pants, the custom can change to let men wear skirts. Now, no doubt when this custom first changed.
Let's go back for a second.
Okay.
Why? Now, I said at the top of the show about the fact that Scottish men, for time immemorial, have wore, the kilts, which is like a mini dress. Why would a man, one, want to wear a dress, and two, what is it that you're trying to accomplish in regards to that suggestion?